Hello friends, we are going to discuss the essay question paper which UPSC conducted today for the students of 2020, that is UPSC 2020 mains. Today is 8th January 2021 and the first paper of mains, that is essay, was conducted today. So topic number 1 we have already discussed. Topic number 4 interestingly was lifted from a video which I had posted around 2 months ago on 23rd November 2020. And topic number 3, something similar to that I had posted on 1st December 2020. Now we're going to come to topic number 2, that is mindful manifesto is the catalyst to a tranquil self. I repeat, lots of heavy words. Mindful manifesto is the catalyst to a tranquil self. This topic is going to be considered as a difficult topic. Many people may faint at this, but it's not so difficult as it seems, and we will see that in a moment. Let's deconstruct this topic, and this video might be a little longer, but stay and hang on and you will find this very interesting and very easy. Mindful manifesto is the catalyst to a tranquil self. Let us deconstruct this topic word by word. Tranquil, you must have heard of this word, peace and tranquility at borders. So tranquil means peace, calm, serene. Okay, these are the ideas which come to our mind when we say tranquil. Tranquil means peace. Self, what does self implies? An individual here. So this is not talking about society at large, but it's talking about an individual. So tranquil self means an individual who is at peace with himself. Catalyst means something which stimulates, something which increases the speed, okay, something which acts as a vehicle or as a courier, which helps a process. So that is the meaning of catalyst. Mindful means an active mind, a mind which is aware of its surroundings, which knows what is taking place around it. That is the meaning of mindful. So an active mind, a mind which is rational, a mind which has wisdom. So a person who has wisdom, who can differentiate truth from falsehood, who is rational, so these are the things which come to our mind when we say mindful. Manifesto, what does manifesto means? Manifesto means a promise. Just like political parties make a promise in their manifesto that we will do this and that. So manifesto means a promise. Manifesto means a commitment. Manifesto means when you take a pledge. So now we can read this essay. Mindful manifesto is the catalyst to a tranquil self. It means that if an individual wants to achieve peace of mind, if he wants to be at peace with himself, if he wants to have peace in his life, then he needs to take a pledge that he will live his life mindfully. That is, he will have a mindful existence. That is, he should have a commitment to live his mind with an active brain, a brain which is functional, a mind which is agile, a mind which is rational. If he has a mind which is rational, a mind which is agile, a mind which is working, a mind which is functional, then he will be able to find peace in his life. That is the meaning of this essay. Okay, so after having explained this essay, and before I go further, I'm reminded of a share, I'm reminded of a couplet by a very famous poet, Wasim Barelvi. And he says, listen carefully, he says, वो झूठ बोल रहे थे बड़े सलीके से, वो झूठ बोल रहे थे बड़े सलीके से, मैं एतबार ना करता तो क्या करता? If I paraphrase that in English, they were speaking lies with such conviction. What else could I have done besides trusting them? Or how could I have not trusted them? With so much conviction, they were speaking lies. I could not stop myself from trusting their lies. Okay. Now, why I'm reminded of this couplet? Because in the world in which we are living today, all around us, if we see, there are people who are speaking lies. There are people, there are organizations, there are institutions, business houses, political parties, political systems, market, They're all spreading their lies. And they're creating deceptions in front of us. And with so much conviction they are speaking and spreading their lies, with so much intensity, with so much of strength, that we tend to be deceived and we consider them as true. And if we consider them true, then we allow them to invade our minds. Today, our minds, the companies, the market, the capitalists who are selling their products, they want to colonize our mind. They want to make us believe that we need the products which they are selling, even though we may not need them. So they create artificial needs in us. They always create discontent in us. They make our lives unhappy because we are never contented and satisfied with what we are or with what we have. For example, the cosmetic industries. They want us to believe that it's important to have a fair skin. They want us to believe that a particular skin type or a body type is very important for success in life. Similarly, automobile industry. They want us to believe that it's important to have a particular car or an SUV to have a happy life. Similarly, the mobile industries, the electronics industries, they want you to believe that the mobile which you purchased just 2 or 4 weeks ago is old and outdated and you need a better version of mobile to have a happy life. So all this market is creating discontent in you, and this discontent will take away your peace of mind. It will make you restless. It will snatch that tranquility. Another institution which is creating lies, which speaks lies with conviction, and which wants to hijack your mind, is the political system. So the political system, it wants you to believe that to have your faith and to have your support, it wants you to believe that a particular ethnic group is the reason for your problems. In whichever country you go, in West or East, whichever political party, they're all based on this thing that to hide their failures, they will pop up a particular ethnic group as the sole cause of all your miseries and problems. So the political system wants to control you and to hijack your mind. They're creating deception for you. So it's important for you to stop that political system infiltrating your mind. And how can you stop them from infiltrating your mind? By having an active mind, a mind which is rational. Similarly, those companies which are selling their products and which are encroaching in your mind, you want to stop them. You need to stop them. How do you stop them? By having a rational mind, by having an active mind which can tell you that this need is real and this need is artificial. These are the stuffs which you need, or these are the stuffs which you don't need. And the market is just trying to hypnotize you to buy them. In fact, now from market we come to political system. Now our media, if we talk about, we have seen instances of biased media. The media is getting biased and criminalization of politics is taking place. Now whom do you believe? If you are blind, then you will be deceived. It's important to have a rational mind. It's important to have an active mind so that you can stop trusting the biased media, so that you can sense which media is biased and which is not. And in fact, in the digital age, there is an emergence of social media. And in the social media, there is another emergence of fake news. And if you don't have an active mind, if you're not mindful, you will not be able to find out the truth behind the fake news. And fake news creates hatred, it creates distrust, it creates animosity. And sometimes even if fake news is apolitical, even that can cause stress in your mind. For example, in the pandemic era, we saw that how there were many fake news on the WhatsApp group which were telling you, which were creating fear in your mind regarding the virus, or which were telling you fake treatments. They were based on pseudoscience. There was no scientific research done behind them. So they were spreading fake messages regarding the COVID-19 and regarding the cure, or regarding the infection and so on. So all these fake news, these social media, this biased media, what they're trying is they're trying to get your attention by clickbait. They want your attention, they want your time, they want your money, they want your energies, and by snatching these things from you, by stealing these things from you, by deceiving you, they take away the freedom of your mind and they make you restless. So if you want to be at peace with yourself, it is very important that you have a mind which can ward off these external infiltrations in your mind, which can make you safe. And today, and this does not mean, see, man is a social animal. I'm not suggesting, this essay is not suggesting to impose a self-exile on you. It's not recommended, self-exile is not recommended. Because man is a social animal, man is a social animal, man was a social animal, man will remain a social animal. And thus, in the digital age, these social interactions have only increased. The new ways of interactions have emerged. And when the new ways of interactions have emerged, then it is even more important to have a mind which can distill or which can filter out the negative ideas or ideas which are causing turbulence in your brain. So in the digital age, where the world is interconnected, a person living in suburbs of Rohtak, Moradabad, Bareilly, Coimbatore or Vijayawada is equally exposed, is naked. His mind is naked in front of the trends which are emerging in, say, Beijing, Shanghai, Istanbul, Paris, London. So when you are exposed to so much of information through internet, through digital media, this overexposure, it burdens your mind and it makes you restless. And how do you protect yourself from that? By having a mindful existence, where you can trace that, okay, these are the sources from where these thoughts are emerging. We are living in a modern age where we have limitless aspirations. Globalization has caused limitless aspirations. You want to achieve everything in life. The greed and materialism has no end to it. So it's very important to realize which aspirations are legitimate and which can't be met. Otherwise, our mind will be restless. It will be disturbed. And even if you achieve the highest pinnacle of success, or even if you get the best people in your family and friends, even then you will be unsatisfied. Because as I said, the market, the political system, the social media, the biased media, even all these institutions, they want to grab your attention, they want to grab your mind, they want to colonize your mind, they want to infiltrate your mind, they want to attract your attention, they want to grab your resources, everything. They want to steal from you without you even knowing that. So you will be thinking that you are working out of your own consent, but actually you are playing out in their hands. You are like a pawn in their hands. And how you can stop yourself from being a pawn in their hands? By having a mindful existence. And by mindful existence, here I will add something. By mindful existence, I don't mean always having doubt and suspicion on people around you. Today we are living in the age of where crime thrillers are around us. Crime thrillers like Savdhan India, Crime Patrol. So when you see too much of these crime patrols, you start doubting everyone, even your loved ones, even your family members. You think your someone in your family will kill you in the night. कोई घर में ही कोई उठ के रात को मार देगा. These are the kinds of thoughts and distress which enter in your mind because of too much of exposure to these crime patrol and crime thrillers. So it will make your mind restless, even though your mind will be constantly active, but it is not an active mind. It is a mind which is restless, which is random, which is chaotic. It is not active. It is just working randomlessly. So in a non-productive manner. It is in fact causing self-harm. It is not just important to have a mind which is operational, it is also important to have a mind which is working in the right direction, which is working in the proper direction. And for that to take place, I would say that a truly mindful person will be able to locate the sources of his thoughts. He will be able to understand that what is a real fear and what is a phobia. And he will not let his mind be engaged in ruthless suspicion on everyone around him. But yes, it is really important to, we will come back, it is very important today in the age of globalization, digitalization, modernity, capitalism, in the age of all these things, it is important to insulate your mind and don't be so culpable and innocent that you go on and trust everyone. So, as the poet said, वो झूठ बोल रहे थे बड़े सलीके से, मैं एतबार ना करता तो क्या करता, भले ही कोई कितना भी झूठ बोले. Capitalist, political system, media, advertisements, no matter how much lies they speak, you should not let them deceive you. Don't blindly trust them. Keep your mind active. We are living in the age where we are 24/7 exposed to advertisements, from our office to our homes, to our cabs, to our kitchens, to our bedrooms. We are 24/7. We are exposed to these advertisements, where these advertisements are pumping information in us. News are pumping information in us, and they work by making us restless. So have a mindful existence, an existence with the help of which you can ward off these negativity from entering your life, from spoiling your relationship. And that is a way you can possibly get a better life, and you can get a peaceful existence for yourself. This is how we could have written about this essay, and we can discuss more and more on this, but as of now I think this much is sufficient to discuss here. And I hope this was beneficial to you. And if you want any support for essay improvement, if you want any help for essay improvement, then you are free to contact me. I encourage you to contact me. So you can contact me in the details mentioned, and whatever programs I will be coming up, I will mention the details in the description box. So please check that out. So thank you, friends. I hope this was beneficial.